Hello, and welcome to WiiDS Episode 2 for the 23rd of December 2006. Not WiiDS, WiiDS. And no, it isn't a show about gardening, it's about the almighty gaming god Nintendo. I'm Ben.
I'm Manny.
I'm Tom.
And this is the best Nintendo podcast for news and reviews delivered straight to your hard drive. Here are this week's top Nintendo news stories. Nintendo are not recalling wrist straps. A free trial of the Opera web browser was released yesterday. It turns out that Nintendo are not recalling the wrist straps for their Wii Remote, but merely replacing broken ones. A Nintendo spokesperson said earlier today, Nintendo is not recalling any of the Wii straps, Wii wrist straps for its motion-sensitive Wii Remote. There is no problem with the existing wrist strap as long as the Wii Remote is used sensibly and properly in accordance with the guidelines provided by Nintendo. All parts of the wrist strap have passed product testing and quality control. Despite this being said, Nintendo have still upgraded the current wrist strap to a more thicker and stronger version. The Opera web browser was put up for download from the Wii Shop channel yesterday. It isn't a full version of the browser, but a free trial to give Wii owners a taste of web browsing on the Wii. The full version will be available at the end of March 2007 and will be free to download until the end of June. After June 2007, it will be purchasable from the Wii Shop channel for 500 Wii points. And that's the news. Very short this week. And straight on to our announcements, if we actually have any, do we?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, Tom's here. Yeah, forgot about that.
After some internet and Wii travels.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, I got a dodgy one and it died within about just over 24 hours of getting it, so I've been waiting about 2 weeks for a new one, but it's okay, I got it now, so it's all good. Got it a couple of hours ago, really, actually. So
Everything is right with the world again.
yeah, light is restored from the Twilight realm.
Tom, I know what we've got to call you.
What?
We've got to call you Geeky Tom, because there's a Lost podcast I listen to, and there's a Tom on there, and he's called Geeky Tom. So you're going to be called Geeky Tom now, Tom.
Great.
So yeah, any other announcements, or straight on to our main discussion?
I don't think there's any other announcements.
So our main discussion this week isn't really a main discussion per se, but more a few reviews sort of crammed into it.
Oh wait, I've got one announcement.
Oh, leave it a bit late, don't you?
Sorry. Just about how Dragon Quest is coming to the DS.
Why is that an announcement?
Well, are we doing a DS stuff, or are we just doing Wii stuff today?
Well, we're doing DS stuff, but like, why is that an announcement? A lot of games coming to the DS. It's not really.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Alright, well, whatever. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So first up, we've got the game that all Nintendo fanboys worldwide have had wet dreams about ever since they hit puberty. It's The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Okay, so Tom, seeing as you're the Legend of Zelda resident exclusive person,
Don't think Manny will be happy with that. No, I don't think Manny will be happy with
Manny
that.
and Tom. Right. Manny and Tom, do you want to collaboratively give us a rundown of the Legend of Zelda?
Shotgun first. No, it's in a way, if you haven't bought one yet, or if you're thinking of getting it, or if you'll be getting it on Christmas Day, or whatever religious festival you may be celebrating over this period, it's definitely the best game ever, in my opinion. It's beautiful, sounds great, plays great, storyline's amazing, and
Tom hasn't even got that far.
I haven't even got that far, and I think that much. So
And he's calling it the best game ever.
it's true.
Wait till you
The
get
one
that.
thing
It's absolutely insane.
it can never beat, so far at least, is the stigma that Ocarina of Time holds, in my opinion. But obviously I've not got too far, so I can't
Give it a couple more dungeons and Ocarina of Time will be long gone.
Oh,
Trust me.
well, that'll be a sad day, but it might also be happy. So Manny, do you want to carry on? You've played more.
Yeah, I really wish I could speak a lot about this game, but I don't want to ruin things for people. Because I think the most surprising thing about this game is the amount of just surprises that you never thought Nintendo would make a game like this. It gets quite dark as well. which you wouldn't expect from a Nintendo title, even though we were told that this was going to be a darker Zelda title than ever before. But it goes further than what Majora's Mask did, in terms of a mature storyline.
And it's not just that. It's like there's just a whole lot more storyline, isn't there? In general, I mean, you know, you've got.
There's a lot more character development, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the kids in the village, they stay in the story throughout the game. They don't just you don't just talk to them like in Wind Waker on Outset Island and then that's it.
Yeah.
They actually play roles throughout the whole game.
But we won't go too much further on that. But obviously, I'll tell you one character. Let's be honest. There's a character that we all hate a lot, and I haven't even spoken to you guys, but I hope you agree. Colin. Oh my god, I hate him. Do you guys feel the same?
No.
You don't hate Colin?
Colin's just a bit annoying.
He's just like, I want to be just like you, Link, when I grow up. And you're just like, please, and go away.
No.
The character that annoys me is the postman.
He's cool.
He's just Tingle all over again.
He's funny though.
But it wouldn't be Zelda without Tingle anymore.
No, I didn't. I
guess so.
Look, I don't see why everyone has a problem with Tingle. What's the big deal? He's a
funny
little green fairy.
Kulu
Exactly.
Limpa.
That's funny, yeah. But I don't have a problem with Colin. Colin's cool.
Oh.
It's like, you know, it looks like, I thought it was a girl myself, but
Yeah, same.
it's like, yeah. That's the thing. The graphics in like the village themselves aren't that amazing, and in the world.
It's the dungeons, I think.
No. What I'm saying is the characters themselves and the monsters and everything are a lot more detailed than the actual worlds. You know,
You're right there, actually.
You know, they put a lot more. They look solid. They feel like.
Yeah, they do. And the animation has just been improved so much, especially the facial animation.
Oh yeah.
Which, like, they said that the reason Wind Waker had like such cartoony style was that they could show Link's expressions way better. But this style, it was a lie because they can still show the amount of expression.
I have a problem with. Link looks like a pedo half of this game.
When he
does
picks up Colin after Colin's like been like attacked by those people basically when something happens, I haven't given away too much, don't worry, but Colin wakes up in Link's arms and Link's face there looks so weird. I was just like, huh?
That's the thing. I don't think everyone else's faces, look good, but Link.
I think he looks cool.
I'm sorry, he looks like a paedophile. No, he doesn't.
No, I think he looks really cool. I think Link has never looked better than he has now.
No, when he smiles, he's like, I'm coming to take you.
It looks like a genuine smile. It doesn't look scary, like the Me channel.
He's just genuinely happy
face.
for once, for some reason, even though like everyone's dying. But oh well. That's what makes him happy.
It's like I've got hands. My hands aren't blocks anymore.
It's true.
I like the Master Sword as well. The look of the Master Sword in this game. It looks very. Oh come on, the Master Sword is in every game.
I'm kidding. No, I knew it was in the game. Everyone does if you've watched the video.
What, did he make like a squeaky noise?
Yes.
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was a baby.
It was Colin.
Baby Link.
Imagine that if they made like a Zelda game where you went back in time, but not like proper back in time.
Play as Link's parents.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
No. If they made a Zelda game that was a collaboration of all the Zelda games, but in 3D, so you could go back. So it was like a timeline, and you play through every single Zelda game ever created.
The biggest Zelda game ever. That'd be good.
That would be absolutely awesome. That would.
It would take like 3 years to finish as well.
Yeah, to keep you hooked, wouldn't it?
Speaking of,
Do you know what? With this Zelda, it seems like Nintendo said that in the past they've never made Zelda like one comes chronologically after another one, like in terms of story.
Yeah.
But this one, it really feels like it's taking place after Ocarina of Time, and you can tell by things they tell you in it.
yeah, the story to me.
Things that happen.
No, but that's the thing, because in Ocarina of Time...
It started off with Wind Waker, but now they've cottoned on that fans want a story, I think.
Yeah, but
Before
the storyline
we
to me doesn't seem... Alright, the only thing that I've noticed majorly is the tunic, it's like this is the hero's tunic that they all wear, but apart from that, because... Right, major spoiler, I'm just gonna spoil
No.
it. What?
No, don't do it,
Is it going to ruin it for me?
No, Tom, you've done this. I'm sure you. No, you haven't actually. Sorry, I can't say it.
Okay, we'll
My God.
after Christmas is when spoilers officially end, but we'll tell you when they're coming. So
Yeah, we'll do it like after right when 2007 starts. That's when we will no longer completely cover up.
and that's only for Zelda, obviously, in the launch titles. But
Yeah.
We'll have a Zelda Twilight Princess retrospective.
yeah, speaking of retrospectives, we're talking about timelines. Ben, you said about the timeline. Well, I never found too many links, although I did see some. But when I watched the timeline video released by GameTrailers.com, I don't know if you've seen it, they put everything into an order that they think works, and usually that sort of thing, it's just like, no, I don't agree with you at all, but I really agree with that, and after seeing all their stuff and hearing their case, I think that they've got the right order. Manny, have you seen the video?
Yeah, I saw it as well. I thought it was quite smart.
No, but the thing is, this is why I don't think I don't think that there's going to be this big. Everyone's saying at the end of Twilight Princess, there's going to be a big flood or something, because that's how it sets it up for Wind Waker. But I don't think that's going to happen because it'd make it too obvious, and it seems that Nintendo don't want the links to be there out in the open, because all the other games don't link up, very much. There's just the odd.
No, I think it will, because Nintendo are cutting onto the fact, like I said, like the people who love Zelda, like they're getting older now, and that's why the franchise is maturing with them, especially in terms of storyline.
Yeah.
And I think that there's definitely going to be links there, especially like that kind of thing. Because like I was watching the intro of Wind Waker the other day, like the story, the little story bit they have, ancient story. There was a Hyrule and blah blah blah, and Ganon came, and then they saw him.
Yeah, that links it to Ocarina.
It just seems like that's what this is.
No, that links it to Twilight Princess. Oops, sorry.
Well, I don't know. At the time, it linked it to Ocarina, is what I'm.
Yeah.
It worked for Ocarina, but the only two that are really properly linked are obviously Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, seeing as they do happen right after each other.
Well, actually, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to talk to you about this, Ben, after, because I've just thought of something, but I can't say it now because spoilers.
But
okay.
In terms of timeline, Twilight Princess, the game in itself, has a really structured and almost believable timeline in terms of how the game works. Although things fall into place conveniently, the timeline and the story and how it all works feels quite good from the outset.
Mm-hmm. No, oh come on, talking about Pedo Link and his face right at the start of the game. You just made me think of this, Tom. Have you seen? There's what's his name? That man who makes the swords. And they both sat there by the spring, by the Odon spring.
Colin's dad.
Yeah, Colin's dad, yeah. He looks pretty normal, he's got a pretty structured face. And there's Link there, smiling at him like, I'm coming to take you away.
I'm going to take your
and
kids.
It's like, yeah.
You've just got a dirty mind, Ben, I think.
No, I'm sorry, but
He
Link
just
looks
looks
like a
happy.
paedophile.
You've just got, like, homosexual tendencies for Link, I think.
Hasn't every Nintendo fanboy? Come on.
I think that one's going down in history.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to have that at the end of every episode.
Shut up, Geeky Tom.
Colin.
Shut up, right. Okay, anyway, back on topic. Okay. Midna. Let's talk about Midna. Midna, she's one sexy devil, isn't she just? I love Midna. She's like...
Midna, the character is just... I don't know, it's just amazing.
She's the best psychic Link's ever had.
Yeah, you're right.
Because, come on, the King of Red Lions was just annoying. Hey! I was like...
Hey!
Don't even want to listen to it. And then there's Navi. Hey!
Watch out!
Yeah, we don't even want to listen to Navi. And then there's, Tattle and Tail, were it?
I like the way Midna speaks as well. She's like, Midna.
Yeah, I think that's
baby.
whatever she's saying is backwards. Like, she's saying what's being said on the screen backwards.
No way.
Yeah, I've listened to some of it, and when she might say turned. I'm just giving an example. She might say turned, and then you hear her say drud, something like that.
That sounded like the King of Red Lions.
Well, maybe in cutscenes, but then when you try and talk to her just normally, she just randomly says crap.
No, but I like how they say about come on, voice acting Nintendo. Midna's voice acted. She's got.
Yeah, I like that sort of voice acting. It's quite good. like you've always had in Zelda where the character goes or when they're talking, and you get the mood. But let's be honest, if you add voice acting to Zelda, it's gonna ruin it, because
No, it won't.
It will though.
Yeah, it will.
No.
I don't want them ever to have voice acting.
Link's gonna either speak like this,
No,
or like
Link
this,
won't
and he's gonna be
speak,
like,
he
"Oh my god,
doesn't
it's
speak, Tom.
owned you,
Link
Ganon."
Link doesn't speak. He
Yeah.
never
Link wouldn't
speaks.
speak. Link wouldn't speak.
But giving Zelda a voice
Actors
as
just
well.
going and yawning and stuff. I like that. I don't. It's a Zelda charm, you know.
No, listen,
They
right
don't need
then.
to have voice
Okay,
acting.
only voice acting in the cutscenes then. Seeing as we're getting cutscenes, really in-depth cutscenes in Zelda now, surely.
No,
I just
because
don't
then
want
that
it.
ruins that ruins the seamless world between cutscene and the real world. That's why I don't like games like, you know, games where you play the game, the graphics are good, but then the cutscene is like immensely great graphics, CG.
Yeah, you just like load the
like Prince of
cutscene.
Persia. It just takes it away from the game, and you just think, no.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I get you, but I know what you're saying, but, you know, yeah, fair enough, you win, Manny. You won that one.
Cool.
But
yeah.
If we talk about some more like the videos and acting,
there's all we got to say is the game is cheese cob. Yeah.
Yeah, the game is definitely...
so we've done graphics. Do you want to talk about?
The cheesiest cob.
Do you want to talk about sound and how it sounds? Because I think
Yeah, why has everyone got like gripes against the sound?
They're
of the
like-
game?
It sounds absolute...
I think it sounds amazing.
it's the best soundtrack
Oh.
I've ever heard for a video game. And
I love...
Exactly.
that's saying
I
something.
love when you go out into Hyrule Field and it's like... like dum dum... Yeah, that's it. You know, it's like... And then it goes nice and calm, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom, have you got the complete soundtrack? Yeah.
No, it's
The-
not out
the
yet.
complete
Something else to get
soundtrack.
it.
Yeah. I love the Kakariko Village music.
Yeah, it's like Rick West...
Yeah, it has the retro bit right at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
it goes into new
It goes
track.
do 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 do.
That's what I like. And like when you blow on the horse grass, you get opponents. So,
That is cool.
you know, it,
Oh, I have got one big gripe with the sound, is that when you're Wolf and you howl stuff, it sounds
I
really
think it
bad.
sounds cool.
It's so out of tune.
well, yeah, but
Well, it's
a
a
wolf
wolf,
can't
of course
exactly
it's gonna be
howl the
actually.
frigging national anthem,
I
can
guess
it?
so. I guess so, but for sake of a video game, they could have made it sound like the actual tune. Because I was like, I don't recognise that tune until like it's completed, and then you, oh yeah, it's that tune. You know.
Yeah, well, whatever. No, I do like you blow the horse grass, you get opponents. But one thing, I don't know whether it's just because I've got my volume too high. When you blow the very first note of the horse grass, it always deafens me. It's like, and then it goes nice and quiet.
There's one thing I'd prefer with that. You know when you blow in the grass. This
You
isn't-
actually have to blow it.
No, well, no, not like that. I'd prefer if you know, like in the Wind Waker, where you've got your hand and you move the baton. I'd love it if you had to like direct the air or anything, but you just press A and it seems so boring.
Yeah.
There's not even any timing or any button pressing. But obviously, I don't want to. I've got something I do want to say about sound, but I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain. I don't know yet if that thing's even in the game, but because I haven't got very far. But we'll talk about it after Christmas. Because it might be a spoiler, and I will have finished by then. So
Okay,
it's something that's usually
I
in
do
a
like
Zelda
how,
game. I'll give it. It's something that's usually in a Zelda game, and I haven't come across it yet. And it's to do with music.
Well, do you mean the doodle-doodle-doodle? Oh, you've come across that.
Now, come
surely.
across that. I'm talking about something beginning with an O and ending in an A.
Oh, Ocarina. No. That's not a spoiler. No, that isn't in it.
I know. Is that that just in a way? I was really hoping for an Ocarina. I don't know why. I just love the Ocarina.
No, because the Ocarina has only been in friggin' Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, because that's it.
I suppose
You have
so,
a different musical element in every
No,
game.
it was in Link to the Past.
And it
Oh,
was
it
in
was,
Link's
yeah, but-
Awakening too.
Fair enough.
Owned. I'm winning today. Yay.
Ain't in Wind Waker then?
No, but they've got. That's the whole point of the Wind Waker. I suppose.
Yeah, it's a gay battle.
Yeah, I didn't like that one too much. The Wind Waker.
Would have made sense with the Wiimote, the battle.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
have
yeah.
done.
What I would really like them to do is just recreate like Wind Waker and recreate Ocarina of Time in friggin' Twilight Princess graphics.
With added
Graphics hall.
controlling as well.
Oh yeah, of course. But no, just think running around as a child Link, but in those graphics.
With a bomb
how
shoe.
cool would that be? With the what?
The bomb chew.
What's that?
It's like the little bomb rat thing that you like buy from a shop, and then you just
Well,
shed it down on the floor and it
Ben-
runs.
Ben hasn't played all of Ocarina of Time yet, so he doesn't know what that is.
Oh.
No.
It's like a mouse, but a bomb. So it's a bomb. You put it down, it goes and moves forward.
They've
It
got
goes up
them-
the wall.
It runs in a straight line from where you put it down.
They've
It
got
goes up
them in
walls and
thingy
stuff
and
and
all,
like
haven't
hits
they,
targets and
mate?
goes
Well,
boom.
Yeah, the spider.
The bomblings.
Yeah. I've got one thing.
I think I like about this as well with the swimming. What?
Oh, swimming. I was going to say something about this too. When you
Oh,
go
what
in
now?
and your hair is wet when you come out of the swimming. For me, that is just amazing.
Oh, I know, and you like.
I was just, and
And-
your hair
Oh,
is
no, what's
dripping
really cool
on the
is
floor.
that- When you get wet, instead of in other games, right, you get wet and your clothes get wet and you just see it drip, right, and that's it. But in this, your clothes go dark colour.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, and your
like,
hair
wet,
does
drenched
too and
with
stuff.
water. Yeah, it's so cool.
And
just so
another thing is about the swimming. When you get the ability to swim, like properly swim, it's not like on Ocarina where you just dive or use the iron boots to get underwater. You can actually swim, and I think that's just cool because you can actually swim.
I already know about that. I got that spoiled too.
Yeah, it's like Majora's Mask, isn't it? Like when you get the Zora.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know, I
sort of
never
like
got
that.
that far.
It is sort of like that, Manny. You can swim like a Zora, basically. Like, you know how you can swim properly when you're in Majora's Mask. You can swim properly in this,
Yeah.
if you know what we mean. Yeah.
Okay, that was just Tom.
Ouch.
That was just Tom going for his dinner, I assume. Whatever. This is really going on.
But there's little details in Twilight Princess, like the frogs and the ducks.
The what?
That just make it believable. Like when you're in Ordon village,
Yeah.
and just by the lake, there's all these little frogs jumping around,
Oh, okay.
hopping around.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just a quick announcement. Tom has to go. Okay, Tom's got to go
okay.
because of some reason. We don't
Bye,
know. But
Tom.
we enjoyed your input, Geeky Tom. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that's bye-bye from Tom. Okay, yeah, where were we, Manny? Yeah, the little details. Well, I haven't really noticed that, but I get what you're saying. It makes it...
And there's like dragonflies flying around, bees, just a lot more detail than just butterflies like in Ocarina of Time.
But then we are saying all this, but Ocarina of Time was made like 10 years ago or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But at that time, that was amazing, and this is amazing for this time. If you get what I mean? For its time now.
Do you think Nintendo will ever go into
Guys.
photorealistic graphics eventually?
Guys.
Oh, Tom's back. Hello,
I
Tom.
said I had to go.
Oh, Tom doesn't have to go.
No, I do have to go.
Oh, he does have to go.
Oh no!
You guys know
okay.
more than me anyway, and you were going to talk about some games I haven't played, so it's not too bad anyway. But I might be back. I don't know. So
Okay,
it's
well,
just something that's just.
Oh, come
We're
on.
gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say goodbye anyway. So, bye-bye, Geeky Tom.
Yeah, bye, Tom.
Colin.
Hope to see you next week. Yeah.
Yes.
Colin, shame.
Shut up. Okay, that's bye from Tom. Okay, but don't. That's Tom gone. Right, come on, Manny. We've got to get back. We've got to carry on. We've got to chop on.
Alright, we'll just say Zelda is the most amazing game, and if you've never played a Zelda game before, pick it up.
I know we haven't really reviewed it. We've sort of just talked about it, but we hope it gives you enough sort of incentive to buy it. You know, it's just the best. I mean,
We just scratched the surface. Everything that we've said is
yeah.
just scratching the surface of this game, because it's
we
literally
haven't
the biggest
talked
game
about
I've ever played.
really anything. No, the thing is with this as well. Before, I didn't really like 3D Zeldas at all. I hadn't got a thing for them. I mean, I played Ocarina and I thought, yeah, it's okay, but still not amazing. And then I played
So
this.
now you see it.
Yeah, I played this and I was like, holy shit, what am I thinking? Like, 3D Zeldas are the best thing ever. It's just...
Yeah, because the puzzles can be so much more complex than a 2D game.
Oh, no, that's not true, because you can have 2D puzzles on a 2D game, whereas on Thing, you can't always have, like, the same...
Well, you can. On a 3D one, you can have 2D ones and 3D ones.
Fair enough, whatever. Shut up.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm going to give Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess a 10 out of 10.
Oh, and I'll give it 10 out of 10 as well, yeah.
Manny?
But I would give it 11 if I could.
What? Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's Legend of Zelda. Up next, we have the game that Ubisoft... the game that Ubisoft said was 70% guns and 30% swords. It's Red Steel. So, yeah, Red Steel. Well, I'm going to start off by saying, the controls on this, I urge you not to, like, you know, go into the game and be like, shit, what are these controls? And you know, you'll be going around and you can't aim or anything, and you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go and trade this game in. You've got to persevere with it, and you know, after you've mastered the controls, you know, you will eventually get the hang of them. You'll realise that it is a good game. You know, it is generally.
Yeah, in its own right. I would compare it to the first time you played Mario 64 on the DS.
What?
And you were like, 1 minute, it's hard to control this on the touchscreen. Then you realise that, you know, the centre, there's like a centre circle.
Well, no, because nobody used that stupid touchscreen control, man.
Oh, well, if you did, like I did, because once you get used to it, it was very good.
Well, no, D-pad's a lot easier.
Okay, alright, how about when you first used the analog stick?
Well, analog stick just sent like a 3D
first-
D-pad to me, man, so...
When you played a first-person shooter on a mouse and keyboard for the first time, it's
Well,
just
that
like
just
that.
felt natural.
Well,
Well, so, yeah.
you're superhuman then, or something.
Okay, yeah, but I see what Ubisoft's trying to do. They're trying to make it a lot more realistic. Whereas, on this, your gun doesn't center itself. You have to put it back in the middle, which you probably will do anyway, because it's just sort of instinct, but... You know,
but that's a byproduct of the Wii control. I mean, if it was like stuck in the middle, then you might as well just have a mouse, because the whole point of the Wii is that you can stand still and you can aim around and pick off people from your view.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You don't have to turn your whole body to shoot someone like you do in a first-person shooter. Well, normal first-person shooter.
Well, I won't go into the story in great detail, but basically your girlfriend gets nicked by the Yakuza, which are the Japanese mafia, and you have to go and save them. You get this Katana Giri, which is this legendary sword, and blah 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 blah. Big deal, whoop whoop. It's not, you know, it's not a very amazing, fun storyline, but it keeps the game together. One thing I must say is I don't like how you heal. I mean, I can see it must be necessary, but it just doesn't seem how realistic how your health heals. You know, when you're not getting shot at, it just, you know, you've been.
Well, it's just been copied from Halo, really.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It only works in sci-fi
If it works.
shooters or games where you've got a shield. It doesn't really.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But I suppose it don't really matter. It's still good. The grenade throwing, I must say, isn't that accurate, because I did an overarm throw, and on the screen it did a friggin' underarm throw. I did an underarm throw, it did an overarm throw. What the hell? That's not right.
To be honest, I feel like it's a game that was made without the Wiimote in mind at first,
Why?
and then they added in those controls later. It just seems like that when you're playing it.
Oh, you mean they probably had the idea in their head for a long time, and...
Yeah, and the development studio didn't have enough money to, you know, put it on the PS2 or whatever.
But look, what what we're going to think is, we're starting to do it now, treating it like the Wii has been out forever, and, you know, they should be making these top quality games where the controls are absolutely perfect and all this crap. But, you know, the Wii hasn't been out forever. It's only been out 2 weeks, and, you know, to say Red Steel's like the first FPS that everyone's going to play, it's good. You know, you can't.
I think for launch games, the Wii has got some good launch games.
The Wii has probably got one of the best launches ever.
Best launches ever, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
you got Wii Play, Wii Sports, Legend of Zelda, Red Steel. So you've got an adventure action game, FPS, and 2 like sort of mini games sort of things.
You got Monkey Ball, which is loads of fun, like 4-player.
Yeah.
When you get 4 people playing that game, some of the mini games don't work that well, but it adds to the fun of it when you're like trying to do something and everyone else is laughing at you, kind of thing. And do you know what I mean? Everyone's going through the same thing.
I think WarioWare is really going to own just.
Yeah, I look forward to WarioWare.
I mean, it's just going to be amazing. Yeah, so. You know, we have sort of got to get moving on, but basically...
It disappoints me, though, that Ubisoft decided that, like, they'll just port Far Cry over.
Yeah, exactly. And the graphics, they haven't really put a lot of effort in. Cause
Not at all.
What disappointed me was when I read, you know, in official spec, like, sort of thing, the GameCube can handle Xbox graphics. You know, Xbox One graphics, if the developers put the time and effort in, you know, getting as much as they can out of the graphics chips and everything that the GameCube's got in it. Yeah, it can produce those really quite amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen Mario Galaxy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's nothing on the Wii that looks as good as that yet. I saw that and I thought that was like 360 game. It looks like Cameo.
Yeah, it does. I know what you're saying.
Better.
But I mean, Red Steel's graphics aren't that amazing. You know, they're a bit.
No, they've done some cool stuff with the lighting here and there.
But you know, it's not. It's not.
No,
like, nothing
it's
special.
not. But it's a fun game to play, and the fun factor is a big factor.
And this is what what's also annoying me is I'm on MSN and someone comes up to me, why aren't you on your Wii? You've got a Wii. I haven't got a Wii. You're lucky to have a Wii. Why aren't you on it? And I go, well, the novelty's worn off now. You know, to me, it's just another console. You know, the amazing, awesome controller is just, to me, it's part. You know, it's not. Do you get what I'm saying, Manny? You know, it's like.
I do, but I'm still loving it because I guess I probably haven't had as much time to play it as you have.
Oh no! I still love it, you know. But I'm saying is people are like freaking out, saying, "Why aren't you on your Wii?" Well, you know, I have got other things to do, and it's really not. I mean, yeah, it's amazing, but it's not as amazing as. I mean, when I got it out, I wasn't like, you know, I don't have to explain it, but yeah.
Yeah, all my friends want to come around and try it out.
Yeah, it's a babe magnet.
Which has never happened with any Nintendo console.
Well, we'll go on to this.
They were like, so why didn't you get a PlayStation 2? And I'm like, because they suck.
Yeah, and they're like, well, no, they don't, because the PS2's got better graphics and better games. How the hell is...
How has the PS2 got better graphics? That's such a lie. That's like the biggest lie ever.
Yeah, but all my friends are like, just Sony fanboys. Or the casual gamers, you could call it that. Yeah.
Last generation, for balanced games, graphics, and frame rate, GameCube was the best. The Xbox couldn't handle some of the frame rate, some of the graphics after. Like on some games, it looked really good, but the frame rate was bad.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Wii is a babe magnet. Because I've been having all these girls around to play, and it's like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that it is.
Steady on. Don't want to play too much Wii wanking, do we? So.
I was telling this girl I chatted to online the other day about the news channel and the weather channel, and she was like amazed. She was like, a console has a weather channel and a news channel.
Yeah.
And like, she's really interested in that because she likes news and stuff.
Yeah, one of the girls who came around, she saw the forecast channel and the internet channel. She's like, wow, I have so got to get one of those because of the internet, you know, because that means that she can go on the internet in a room and it's just bringing more people who don't play games into video gaming and getting me a girlfriend. So yeah,
I think Nintendo originally showed this console as all about the games. You know, that's what it's about: the games. And the Sun is all this other functionality, and we're all using it, and it's seamless. It's kind of strange.
Yeah,
to get on.
Yeah, we really do need to be wrapping this up. So yeah, Red Steel.
Okay.
Red Steel. We haven't talked about it that much, but yeah, it's a good game. Pick it up if...
We'll talk about it a lot more once we've played more, because I've just been playing Zelda.
Oh, I've played plenty of Red Steel.
I need to get into Red Steel a bit. Steel.
Oh, one thing I want to say, the multiplayer on this is a lot... I mean, fair enough, there are only 4 maps, but, you know, the multiplayer, like, especially 4-player, when you're playing Killer, and you get
that's fun.
You get a phone call, it's like, you know, go and kill the waiter with the shotgun. Yeah, let's go!
I tell you what, Ben, it was more fun playing that game, multiplayer, than I've ever had playing Halo.
Yeah, I know, because Halo's just... Right, this is what annoys me is, the thing is with this, once you've mastered the controls, you're either good at it or you're bad at it, you know, because you either can aim and shoot or you can't. Whereas on Halo...
But I'm bad at it, Ben, but it's still fun.
You know, whereas Halo is, you're either good at analog, you know, FPSs or you're not. Because I'm, you know, I can't do dual analog stick FPSs. I suck at it, really.
No, with Halo, you go to someone's house, and that person who's got Halo is just the best at it. And
yeah, exactly. And he's like,
and it's not fun.
He knows where all the spawns are, and he'll go and get a plasma grenade, and he'll be like, bang.
Yeah.
It's like, get lost. But yeah, so I'm going to give Red Steel 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6 for now, but I haven't played it all. I think it'll get higher.
Okay.
I'll update you in the future.
Okay, and our final thing to top off our big review is the game that every Wii owner owns in the US or UK anyway, and it's Wii Sports. So, just a quick review on this. It's good, isn't it, Manny? It's good.
It's very good.
Considering
it's not just good.
Yeah, considering it's free. That's the thing. You know, you just thought
it's one of the most important games of the last 5 years, 6 years.
No, the thing I have been seeing though is it's not the controls on it aren't all that amazing. Bowling is probably the most accurate, but tennis isn't, because sometimes I want to do a different hand to the way my batter is like facing, and you can't. You've got to swing the way your batter's facing, which kind of...
Yeah, but they just created this game just to show what the Wii can do.
I know, but
just for a single, like, the little bit that you can just grab the non-game. That's all it was.
Yeah, I know.
Just the least they could do, but you know, without having to put too much into it.
I'm sure that
it didn't cost them much to make.
I'm sure that
you know.
When like
the sequel
or a tennis game on
good.
its own comes out, you know, it's going to be a lot more accurate.
Yeah, it surprised me why no one's developing a tennis game.
They have. There's one in development.
Have they? Oh, Cheese Cob.
Oh, if you know, right, cheese cob is a northern thing. It's basically a cob. Up here is a bread roll, you know, or a bread bap, or whatever you want to call it. And of course, a cheese cob or cheese bread roll is, of course, a cob or a bread roll with cheese on it. And man is like, "What the hell's a cheese cob?" And I'm like, I don't actually know how to explain it, because we've always used cheese cob up here or cob up here. So.
Which I'm still yet to sample, but one day when we meet up, bring one.
I'll bring one, and you'll be like, cheese cobs are the sexiest. So, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, back to Wii Sports. Baseball is becoming really fun for me now, because I can hit home runs, you know. It's like,
yeah, after a while you kind of get the knack of how to hit home run, and then it just becomes infinitely more fun. Because first of all, you're just not hitting home runs, you're not hitting anywhere, and they just keep getting it out, and you're like, whoa, this is really hard.
But it isn't, it's just you've got to time it, haven't
No.
you?
Yeah, it's just that you just need time to
and
get
the
used to it.
satisfaction of hitting a home run, no matter how good, it's just like, bang!
It's nice.
You know.
Same on Monkey Ball as well, because there's a mini game on Monkey Ball like that.
Okay.
And you're just like, yes!
So yeah, basically...
It's a bit long though, baseball, isn't it? When you play it.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So basically, you know, Wii Sports is probably one of the best launch games ever to come out, I'd say. Wouldn't you, Manny? You know, ever?
Yeah, I would. I'm glad they packed it in, because I'm not sure whether I would have
bought it,
paid the 40 quid for it.
Yeah, same.
And the whole me thing is just amazing as well.
Yeah, you know,
and it's just going to get better. If Nintendo if they just like say, oh yeah, for this year we'll do a couple of games, and then they leave it, then I'll be disappointed.
And another thing, I hope they do carry on the Mii channel itself, so like add new features like ears maybe, or T-shirt design.
Yeah, I'm sure they can do that. They can update the whole system, right? The whole Wii system.
Exactly.
In terms of stuff,
I'm sure if they wanted, you know, if it was Christmas, it sent you a Christmas background or whatever. I'm sure they could.
Yeah,
do that.
Ben, are they sending us Virtual Console games for Christmas? I heard that there's going to be new.
Yeah,
ones.
someone told me that they were sending us
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers.
No, Super Mario Brothers. Yay!
For free.
I think I'll buy that.
For free, which is good.
Free?
I think so. Yeah.
No way.
Well, what else would they send? How would it be a Christmas present?
I think it's just going to be on the Virtual Console shop.
Oh, that's a bit naff.
If that was for free, I'd be like, whoa. No, I don't think it's for free.
Alright, well, I would give Wii Sports a 7 out of 10, because 7 out of 10.
I'd actually give it a 9 out of 10.
I was thinking that, but it hasn't got a very good length to it, you know, I don't know, what's it called?
Yeah, but I can play video games with anyone in my family and anyone of my cousins, my friends, anyone, and that's just a big bonus for me.
Well, so can I but it's still, you know...
But I never could do that before. I was like, this is what the buttons you press, and they're like,
yeah, same, I do,
you suck. And they're beating me at games. And they're like, you play games all the time. I'm like, but this is different. This shows how different it is. That, you know, me, someone who plays games all the time, you know, can't beat this new person that comes over.
Yeah, so, anyway, we're gonna wrap that up now. So that was our main discussion, about 34 minutes long, which is very good. We hope you enjoyed listening to it. Send us your feedback on it, actually. You know, email us at WiiDSpodcast@gmail.com. We'll repeat the email at the end of the show. Okay, so we've got a new section.
Yeah, please do, because it'd be nice to know.
Yeah, we've had a few emails, but they're off all our old listeners. If you're a new listener, if you've never listened to Nintendo before, you know,
let us know.
Email us desperately, because we're only getting emails off people who used to listen to the old show. So you know, it's kind of annoying. But anyway,
And email us any Wii codes as well, and
we'll add you and we'll get a big community going. But anyway,
yeah, we want a community
okay,
going. Yeah.
Annie, anyway. So, new section this week, and it is the updates section. You might be thinking, what the hell is the update section? Well, basically, we'll be guiding you through any updates that have taken place on the Wii, no matter how small or large they may be. And this week we've had quite a few that have been going on. So, first of all, a few minor user interface changes have taken place. We think they have. We're not 100% sure, but we'll run.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
but
we'll run you through them anyway.
Maybe.
So, technically, basically, yeah, whatever. Shut up. All right, Manny, would you like to run us through these changes?
Yeah, one of them I think was on the main Wii menu, the bottom bit where it says like Wii and Wii options. That went from a darker grey to a light grey.
Yeah.
And they tidied up some of the... When you go into the actual Wii options and it says parental controls and everything, they've tidied up the background a bit because it was like black and white big lines, and they've kind of they've like made the lines a bit smaller so it's less flickery kind of thing. If you get what I mean.
I get you.
Yeah.
And
I think that's about
now
it.
also
Really. And there's one more. There's when you hover over Disc Channel or Me Channel, before it never used to actually come up with a big box that says like Me Channel or Twilight Princess, and now it does.
I think it's just it didn't. I think it's just like sometimes, or if you're brand new to using the Wii, you might not know what it is because the actual logos aren't that clear. They don't exactly tell it you very clearly. So
yeah, I feel that for people who don't have the internet, it's quite sad because there's a lot of stuff that when you first get your Wii that I don't know, it feels a bit like you haven't got everything there, because like I was at my friend's and we were using a photo channel, and I put some music on my SD card and I had it playing in the slideshow, and I wanted to turn the volume down, and usually I just press the minus key or the plus key on my Wiimote, but it wasn't changing the volume. But then he brought it to my house and he did an update, and then it allowed him to do that. So that was actually an update.
I think all they should do is
so
every
some people
year.
Don't have that.
Every year, Manny.
Sad.
Shut up. Every year they should bring out an updates disc. So if you haven't got the internet, you can
exactly
buy this disc for £20 or something. It's got every single update ever brought out, and you just put it on your Wii and it installs them all.
Or even better, they just do it. They just put it out on all the games for that month or something. Or something.
What do you mean?
Like what Sony used to do is the reason Grand Theft Auto was one of the biggest selling games on the PSP was because it had a firmware update on it, which allowed you to have some kind of hack so you could play SNES games on it.
Oh, you mean?
That's why it was such a big seller. Yeah, so Zelda could have come with an update disc.
Oh, it came you put it in and it automatically installed the updates.
Yeah, the update.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. Okay, that's cool.
So with big games they could do it like Mario and stuff, and it would increase the sales as well, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, next up we have the Forecast channel, and that came out Tuesday. That's just passed. What do you reckon to the Forecast channel, Manny?
I love it. I think it's really clear and clean and just direct and to the point.
I have to agree with you, but it's not. I don't know whether this is just because I'm up in the north and not many people care about the northern people, but up here, like the last time I'm just checking it now, and the last time my Forecast channel was updated was at like 6 o'clock this morning. What the hell? It's 6 o'clock at night now. I don't get that. I don't see why it's.
But the weather doesn't change that much.
Oh, but
only
come on.
every day.
6 o'clock this morning, it was foggy. It's not foggy anymore. It's nice and clear. So, I don't. That's my.
Guess so. Maybe the updates will be improved as it goes on.
That's my only gripe with it. But yeah, exactly. That's another thing. They could always just stick an update in. And
I hope they add stuff as well, like if they can have satellite imaging and stuff like that. If they flesh it out to be like a Google Earth.
Yeah.
Or if they make another channel that has that, which would be cool.
Yeah, that'd just be fun. Wouldn't it?
And I also think your weather should just be on the Wii menu, like just instead of it saying new Wii news weather forecast, whatever it says. What does it say?
It just says forecast.
You know what I mean? But yeah, instead of having that, it should just have the degree centigrade of where you are.
Like it was,
just so you got it straight away.
Like it was gonna originally do, because that's what was shown on all the E3 videos and.
Really? See, there you go.
Yeah, well not E3, the one where they show.
Yeah.
And then, you have to click on it now to see what your thing is like, and it just slows it down by a few seconds. It's still kind of annoying though.
And that's the thing on Zelda. Sorry, I'm completely off topic here, but it's just come to my head. When you pick up when you turn on the game for the first time, that time you're playing it. So let's just say you've been for your tea, and you go and turn Zelda on again. You pick up a blue rupee. It goes, "You've picked up a blue rupee." I know I picked up a blue rupee. I picked one up 5 hours ago.
Yeah. Why does it do
It
that?
does that every frigging time, and it's so annoying.
That really annoys me.
Because
That really annoys me. I don't know why it does that.
but
Nintendo just forgot about that, I think.
just a small gripe. Be right.
It's just a small gripe, but still, it's nice to... Hey, 5 rupees.
Yeah. So yeah, the Forecast channel. Download it, or if you've got the internet, today if you haven't already, which I'm sure you have. Because they sent us a nice little message, didn't they? And then you could just press update on the menu. I liked that.
Yeah, that was really cool. And I like... There's a whole audio thing to it as well. The music's cool. I like the sounds that when you spin the world round.
Oh, and also if you go on like a thunderstorm place.
Yeah, it's like thunder. You hear the lightning and the rain, and it feels like you're there.
Yeah, it's good.
And the music's really good. It's like quite calming. You could fall asleep to it, kind of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the Forecast channel. And finally, for this updates week, we had the internet channel, which was released yesterday, wasn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, it was released yesterday about 4 a.m. I think it was 4 a.m.
Yeah. So
it's quite fast.
yeah.
I didn't think it would be that fast.
No.
It's faster than my browser on my PC, I think.
For most things, it's like lightning fast, and I was expecting, because the Wii Shop is fairly slow, I was expecting the internet to be really, bad, but it's incredibly, bang, boom, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, I'm running off a USB
Dongle,
Wi-Fi adapter thing, and it's working fine. I couldn't believe it.
I was trying to get it through to my friend. I was like, the dongle you've got? It's like, what's a dongle? That little USB thing you put in to access the DS Wi-Fi. It's like, oh yeah, that. Well, you can use that to access your Wii internet. And it's like, how? Plug it into your computer and your Wii comes up. Access it. Oh yeah. Fucking hell, you stupid knob. God.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird the way it works, because I have to keep doing a connection test to sometimes get it to connect to the internet.
Oh well, at least you got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, at least I've got it and I can get updates, so I'm happy about that.
So yeah, the internet channel, it's apparently only a trial version, but I haven't seen anything that's not finished. It seems all well done.
I think there's some stuff like you can only view one window at a time, and I think they'll have like multiple windows.
Oh yeah, that's one gripe I've got about it. I hope they do fix that for the...
There's some cool things, like if you press the 2 button, you can set it to column mode, so you can view everything in just one column instead of a whole web page, which is like you view on it on a WAP phone.
Yeah, and there's also
stuff.
like you press plus to zoom in on a certain area, minus to zoom back out, B to scroll. It's all, they've put a lot of effort into making sure it's mapped, so it's nice and easy to...
Yeah, another thing is like the PS3 may have a browser, right? But you can't navigate it as well as you can with the Wii.
No, the Wii's just like a computer. And
there's going to be no websites that are made specifically for the Wii. Specifically for the 360, but there's people are going to make Flash games specifically that you can play with the Wii.
Yeah, like
you get what I
Wiicade.
mean? Like Wiicade.com, yeah. It's just the start of it, but it's kind of cool what they're doing. It's almost like a Xbox Live Arcade, but for free.
Yeah.
That's from Wiicade.
And
yeah.
Also, what I was talking about earlier, Manny, the Flash isn't working anymore. The Flash.
Yeah, I think we'll get an update for that.
And maybe not, because
I think
it's a
Tom
trial
got one,
version,
he
isn't
said.
it?
Yeah, it's a trial version,
So maybe they won't update it, but I'm sure they will.
No, I'm sure they will update it.
But it's a trial version. I'm sure they won't for the trial. They will in the real one, but why would they do it for the trial version?
Oh yeah, maybe, but
maybe that's why it's a trial, because I'm sure we got a good few hours on it, and then it automatically disables Flash.
Yeah, maybe.
But you have to download it if you want, stuff like that. Do you think the internet channel will disable after a while then, or it'll just be there, but you won't have the full version?
I think it will be there, and it will just say that there's no updates, but you can just go on it. And
yeah, okay, cool.
We'll be informed. Nintendo will tell us that there will be no updates for the trial version. If you want the real version, it's coming at this time, coming soon, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Okay, so
do you know when the news channel's coming? Because I'm looking forward to the news channel.
I think it's after Christmas in January.
Okay, cool.
I hope they have for us like a British news thing and not an American one.
Yeah,
because,
not the CNN.
Yeah, I don't.
BBC.
Because that means, like, don't we have like certain laws and stuff that they don't have? So maybe we can have news on certain things and Americans can't, and we
exactly.
I was reading. I'm sorry, this is completely off topic. I was reading a news article today about robots might be given rights in 100 years' time or so. They might become so advanced.
No way.
Robots that they're allowed human frigging rights, and
oh my god,
and all this crap about there'll be hospitals for them so they can go to be repaired and oh my god.
Oh my god, man, it's like an anime.
Visions of iRobot came to me. I was like, no.
Yeah, iRobot.
But I don't,
humans are fake, aren't they?
Why would they build robots if there's always that chance that they could go wrong? I mean,
It's like the other day I was talking to my friend about how they're doing this they did this operation face transplant. Did you hear about that? Hello?
Sorry, yeah, okay, go.
They did the first face transplant or something.
Right.
I'm like, haven't they seen Face Off and that things can go wrong? And
oh, right, yeah, but
a terrorist could be like,
Face Off
oh look.
is a movie, I'm sure.
I know it's a movie, but still, I don't think we should be dabbling with people's faces. Like that.
I'm sure, I think,
there's no need.
Personally, I mean, this might sound a bit weird, but I think all these breast implants and crap like that should be banned, because you should either be happy with the way that you are, or,
That's it, right? God's given you what you are, and
exactly.
that's it.
I mean,
there's nothing you can do about it.
I personally don't believe in God, but it's just stupid. It's all. Oh, I mean, fair enough. If you've had your arm chopped off, and if they got the technology to, they should give you a new arm because you need an arm, but you don't need frigging 32F triple 6.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Oh.
All right, so. Yeah, we're gonna.
In a way, it's just creating industries, isn't it?
Yeah.
More money, more jobs, more people. Yeah,
and that's another thing. That puzzles me. If you can just print money off, why don't the government just print money off and use it?
Yeah, that's true. What's stopping them?
The government use the frigging money machines. I'm sure they can print off, as much money as they want. But
yeah, but there has to be some kind of balance. I know that's something that puzzles me as well.
Because I don't think it really matters to, But whatever.
Why can't they just give Africa loads of money?
Yeah. But then I suppose, like I said, I don't know. That let's just not even go into that. That's just too confusing.
But then again, it costs them to make that money, and it costs them to pay people to make that money.
Yeah, but I don't think it's.
But how much do those people get? The people. Well, this is so off topic. Let's
not even. Come on, I mean, let's not bother. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Right, we've got 2 fan mails today, and the first is from. The first is from James Batchelor, and I think he was an old Nintendo listener, and he says, "Hey Weeds, not WiiDS." He says, "Just listen to the opening episode. Good stuff. Glad to hear you're back on air. I've listened to Nintendo and now Weeds since July, and I really like to start podcasting." And then he goes into, asking if there's a position open, and then he says he's an avid Nintendo fanboy, blah blah blah. So yeah, bit of feedback there, and I say, oh crap, where's my mouse going? Okay, and I say, so you want to be a host, huh? Well, the first step is to add me on Skype, and then glad to hear you like the show. Stay tuned for more great discussion on the almighty gaming god, Nintendo. Yeah, so thanks James for that email. You've still not come online, but I'm sure when you do we'll sort something out. So James may be appearing on later shows, we don't know yet. So our second fan mail is from Alex Worlding, and he says, "Hi Weeds, congratulations on a great new podcast. Can't wait for a forum to be made. What do you think the biggest game out for the Wii and DS? What do you think will be the biggest game out for the Wii and DS in 2007? I think it will be SMG along Super Mario Galaxy, sorry. As long as there's nothing like Flood this time. Also, what are your opinions of the Internet Channel beta? I think it's great apart from the default zoom needs to be sorted out. Bye, Alex, Mr. Luigi Worlding." So another ex-Nintendo listener. What do we think the biggest game for 2007 is going to be, Manny?
Well, I've heard that Super Mario Galaxy is coming out late 2007.
No,
right
it's early, I've heard.
No, it was confirmed. Reggie said that it's coming out maybe Christmas.
Oh, okay then.
And Metroid's coming out in March. But I think that there's going to be something that we don't know about that's going to be the game of 2007.
Yeah. Well, they've already said that they've already started
A
developing.
disaster. Driving down a hill. Volcano.
They've already said that they've started developing a Wii Zelda. Now, that's the thing.
The ages till that comes out, but that's going to be amazing.
Right. Is it true that they just said this is the last Zelda of its kind, as in of its control system sort of thing? Or
I think they meant it as in it's the last Zelda of its kind in terms of storyline, the Triforce.
but then how's it
Link,
Zelda?
Zelda, Ganondorf.
It can't be Zelda
etc.
without that. I mean, what? It's just going to be another princess called Zelda with a completely different. That won't work at all.
Well, do you know what? Nintendo always do this, right? They say that and then they change their mind. I mean, they did it with Mario Sunshine and stuff.
Yeah.
They do it so that we get all worried, and then when the game comes out, we get so hyped for it that we want it. It's all about hype.
Man is the man behind the whatever. Shut up, Ben. Okay.
I'm the man, basically.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the cheese cob. So yeah, that was the fan mail this week. Thank you. Oh yeah, what do we think of the internet channel? Well, we've already discussed that, so just listen earlier on the show. Yeah. Release dates now. Here we go. I've actually gotten prepared this week, so there's not just going to be a jumble. So here we go. 22nd of December, we've got Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Open Season, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent. 12th of January, Far Cry Vengeance, WarioWare Smooth Moves. 26th of January, Action Loop, Impossible Mission. Isn't that like Mission Impossible, but the other way around? Whatever.
No, Impossible Mission. It was an old game on the NES, I think it was.
It's coming out for the Wii, remade or something.
Oh.
And then Star Fox Command for the 26th of January as well. And on the 9th of February, Barnyard. Wow. Okay.
You know, I don't see these... After the launch games, I can't see much selling. Like, Splinter Cell and stuff. Who's going to buy Splinter Cell? Everyone's already bought it on the PS2, 360 or PC.
I know what you mean. But, I think, well, everyone's going to buy WarioWare. Anyone who's anyone, innit? You know.
Yeah, WarioWare's going to be sold out day one.
But that's the thing, I don't think...
They're showing it on adverts on TV now, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're showing it... WarioWare's weird because if you don't know about Nintendo and you're a new gamer, WarioWare's going to seem a bit alien to you. Not the mini-games themselves, but the whole thing surrounding it, you know what I mean? Like...
I think, if I hadn't played games before and I saw that advert on TV, I'd think that everything on Wii Sports was a different game. Every sport. And I'd think that every WarioWare thing they showed was a different game as well. And I'd be confused.
Yeah. But it's just showing what the Wii can do, innit? Yeah. Only on Wii.
Yeah.
I hate that woman who's like, only on Wii. Shut up.
Ah, she's a bitch.
Okay, so that was our amazing episode 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Gonna do the outro then, Manny. Here we go. Remember to email us at WiiDSpodcast@gmail.com with all of your thoughts about the show and the hosts. We need as much feedback as possible to get the show to the highest quality. Also, we'll be getting a Weed to MySpace and forum up in a few episodes' time, and we will give you a link when it's created. I've started on the MySpace, but I haven't finished it yet, so bear with me on that. So yeah, that's about it for this week's show. From me, Ben.
Me, Manny.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. That was pretty good. I think I'm getting a bit more into the flow of it.